Shishu Mandir was started by Mrs. Hella Mundra. All that we look out is the poorest children. I am Anand, I am the director of these institutions. Basically, we take children at the age of 4. We start with preschool, that is LKG we call it. And we teach them up to 10th, that is 12 years they stay in our school. After the 10th standard, we send them out to universities and pre-universities. We also come across in these villages students who drop out from other schools. So those students, when they become 17 and above, we encourage them to take a vocational training and we provide 7 trades. We train them for 6 months and place them in jobs. Basically, we ensure that every child in this locality are either in school or in a vocational training where they get the skill. So inside the village, we have a child care center where we take care of 80 children who are in the age group of 2.5 years to 6 years. We run an adoption center where abandoned babies are handed over to us. We take care of them till we find a family for them. We serve on a daily basis 700 children altogether, children, youth for whom we take care of the food, education, everything.
My name is Rajkumar. I am working as a social worker in Shishu Mandir. Since 7 years I am working here. We received 300 applications. We visited 300 houses, and each houses we will take all information, their family background and how much children. Then we will select 62 students for first stage. After first stage, we will select 40 students. Among 40 students, we will select 20 students. And 20 students, we will write full their background, social, economical background. We will write. Then we will submit to our director and our founder.
It takes 4 weeks or let's say 6 weeks to select a new child, go and take interview and select a new child. But it's a continuous process. Earlier they used to go and take paper. They have to take a paper, they fill it up, they come here. And by the time then they put it into the computer, then they pass it on as a mail. It takes its own, the process and time. And good number of times you also get mixed up. We are struggling to update the social study report of these children once a year. I tell them once a year the social worker has to update their history. But most of the time it was not done. We also now wanted to modernize or professionalize all our recording system like the social workers do, adoption people do. And I realize and I find this software will do a lot of good.
When we realized what Shishu Mandir were doing in terms of their admission process and how they assessed their families, what Diona Mobile Visits did was perfectly fitting what they were doing. Diona Mobile Visits is a full package for a social worker to do their work efficiently and be very productive.
This app is very useful because we can, when we are entering the information, we can view past information what is there now, what is there, what they are telling, what they are telling, and we can evaluate their economical status also, how they are improved. Last year what they have, now what they are now. Now when we can reach the more children's family now. We can work with offline also. Sometimes if you go in a village side, the internet is not available. That time we can work in the offline. Once in the connect, it automatically it will generate, it upload, and afterwards we can view. Earlier, what we are doing, we were taking papers, we are filling, and come back to in the office, entering as a double one. Now no need to again and coming to an office and typing in the spot in the house, and we can enter.
So automatically we knew what the social worker, how many home study they did, how did they meet. You can also have a few photographs of the family with whom they work. We were always looking out for a software of this nature.
The solution is hosted on Microsoft Azure Cloud, and it is end-to-end encrypted. So the information that is on the mobile visits app is only accessible via authentication.
For NGO or like social works, it's very useful, and we can easily view. Suppose if how many children father died means we can easily find out how many is there. If suppose totally orphans, we can find out how many siblings they studying in governments can easily find out in the mobile. Earlier, we did one survey, so like once in 6 months we are doing an updation. We take 1 month for an updation. Now we can finish 15 days. 15 days we can finish it in this app.
It saves, let's simply say 50% of one person's time, which is very, very essential in this part of the social work. As it saves 50% of or more their time, this is going to make it possible for us at least now 2 times in a year. The social worker can go and visit and update the information that we require for their family. It also gives them a very nice feeling that their work is getting professionalized. Their documentation becomes much easier and systematized. I realized this year we found much easier to identify the poorest children than previous year. For the benefit that it is bringing, the cost is very, very cheap. It's affordable, and we are happy the partnership is quite strong.